You've played with Dame for about 5 years. You've seen some great stuff. How does this performance rank, and what will you remember from this evening?
I think this performance definitely ranks towards the top, probably at the top, just because of what he had to go through tonight. I picked up my third foul in the first quarter. He has to play 24 straight minutes, carry the load offensively while trying to guard Russ, who's attacking, getting downhill every possession. Confidence never wavered. His stamina, ability to hit tough shots, off the dribble, finishing around the basket. Carried the load for us all night. When we needed baskets, he got them. I think we were down 15 in the fourth quarter. When Nurk came with about 3-4 minutes left, we were down 8. And I just looked at him. I said, bro, we can still win this game. He said, I know. I said, just get one stop at a time. I said, let me know when you need a break. And down the stretch, for the last play, they took it out of bounds. I was like, you want the ball, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, go get it. And I didn't know he was going to raise from 40. I was like, go, go. And he raised from 40, and I was like, that's a bad mother. That's a bad. You know what I said.
You talked the other night about how you were feeling after getting swept last year. This is obviously quite different. So considering where you were then, all the things that have happened in the last month, seeing Nurk go down, describe how you're feeling tonight.
Man, it's a roller coaster of emotions. I pick up my third foul on a questionable charge call, and then I have to sit and watch, and then rhythm was gone, and just kind of wanting to help the team, but trying not to be too aggressive, to figuring out ways to try to contribute to being able to tie the game up, and then needing to stop. And seeing Nurk come, I know Nurk didn't want to leave his house, so seeing him come, I knew it was like, all right, we really got to get this game tonight for the big fella. And for us to win in that type of fashion, down 15, just kind of shows, what we've gone through this season. Mr. Allen passing away, injuries, getting swept last year. There's a lot of stuff that we went through, and it just shows what type of character we have as a unit.
CJ, you just mentioned Nurk. What do you think it meant to you guys as a team to have him out there on the bench with you in those final minutes?
It meant a lot. I seen him earlier today. He was at the practice facility getting the lift in and some rehab, and I was like, when are you going to come to a game? He's like, I'm not ready yet. And so when I looked and seen him, I was like, man, must have looked bad on TV for him to leave his house, middle of the third quarter and drive all the way out here, live out. He lives, pretty close to me out there in the suburbs, so. When I seen him, I was like, man, we got to really come together and figure out a way to get this done so we ain't got to go back to Oklahoma.
This was a pretty chippy series, and for things to end the way that they did, Dame with a little wave to the other side on the way out, very understated, but the way that you guys handled yourselves when they were clearly trying to get under your skin over the course of the series, just what does that speak to the maturity of this team?
I mean, we understood what was at stake for us as a unit. We understood what we wanted to accomplish, and we read a lot of the articles, and I read everything. I'm sure the guys are reading, Thunder in 5, Thunder in 6, all that stuff. So we use that as motivation. We use what happened last year as motivation, and I like to talk trash, so that was perfect for me. I was right up my alley, and I think that we matched the intensity. Besides Game 3, I thought that we matched the intensity and played well. And tonight, they came out and threw a haymaker, landed a couple of them, and we bounced back in the fourth.